Alright, today we're making some pixel art for the game. I'm giving ourselves some trees and stumps with different grass backgrounds. So now in our tiled, instead of having this stump with the incorrect background, and I actually need to reload this master sheet. How do I do that? Shoot, I just lost how I was importing these things. Here's our tile set. How do I reload this? What up, Magnetonics? How's it going, dude? Our stream has been crashing like 10 times in 5 minutes, so just a fair warning. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, it's been pretty disappointing. We've had a whole week of nothing but smooth streams, and then just today, I don't know why. It's crapping out, but seem to be fairly stable as of the last 8 minutes, so hoping that keeps up. So I just made modifications to this tile set, but I didn't save it. So I wonder if in Sprite here, if I go ahead and export this as the master sheet PNG here in our graphics folder, and we replace it, we've got a save as. Okay. I'm hoping this updates once we reload this. It does. Okay, so that's good. So we can add our correctly colored trees here now. There we go. Sweet. Okay, now that this is what we want, but just so it'll start to look better as we draw this stuff and they'll have the right colors. That's good. Cool. So the process now is super easy. All we do is say, hey, we save as, and it's not save as, we export as. We overwrite our global map. Then when we go and run this, we should have the updated colors. Nice. Updated colors. Sweet. Cool. Okay, we misplaced our flower by 1 to the left, so we'll just fix that. All we want to do is move this one. Cool. So maybe we want a brown flower, but that would require a new animatable object with all these brown flowers for the animation, so I won't go into that today, but let's see what kind of other sprites we want to make. Yeah, we've got very few sprites as of right now, but I want, you know, I want it to be, if Tashio's kind of Japanese, I want it to have some Japanese inspired stuff, like the sakura flower. I kind of want like some wood, you know, like I like this wood cabin we've got, but maybe like stacked like railroad ties kind of looking stuff. And I want snow and I want pine trees. So maybe we'll make like a pine tree version of this tree. I don't know. You gotta think about the biomes too, because it's like we have a forest biome, sand, desert biome. So we've got what? Forest, sand. I'll write these down. Forest, desert, mountain. I kind of want like a lava one. And then maybe like a special kind of magic corrupted realm or something. That would be kind of cool. So we've got the forest, desert, mountain, lava, and then what I'm gonna call is like the village, which is like where we live and stuff. So like in the center might be the village, but then in every corner there's a different kind of biome. So if we've got 5 different biomes, we need to figure out how and where to put the specific stuff. So maybe the corrupted biome is underground, and then we can have all 4 corners be the other biomes. So let's take a look here. One thing we got to figure out is how to make the grids highlight where we know they're a grid separation. The 10 is right, but see how this dark grid is at 10 tiles down instead of 9. So I want to see if we can fix that. I want to see if we can export or change these grid lines somehow. No, we want map properties. I don't know, I might just make a new layer of the grids and where they are. Because see, look, like, see how we can see the grids, but those are the wrong grids. Like, that bugs me. Yeah, I wonder if we can change the grid here. Hey, Boss Scans. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're doing some pixel art today. I'm trying to get the grid lines to match up because our game has 9 tiles down as each grid, but then this app is presenting all the grids as if they're 10 by 10s, which is wrong. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that aligning so that we can start building out kind of outline for the biomes for our game. So it is a little slow going at the moment because I don't know how to modify the grid. Here, major grid, 10 wide by 9 tall. Nice, that looks like it. Now we still should have 10 of these, which we do. But cool. Okay, sweet. And then we have to remember that the bottom row of every scene is covered by the HUD. So we still have to draw it because if we initialize a scene transition beneath it, so like we'll go, so like check out this grid 1-1 and we'll see that the bottom has this bottom edge grass. We won't be able to see that because the HUD will cover it. So if we're in scene 1-1, see how we don't see that bottom edge grass, but if we go down, we'll see the bottom edge as it transitions. So we do kind of need to, you know, still think about that and paint it even though it's not seen. So we have to kind of design the level based on that missing one file, but or one row, but still paint it as if it does exist because it'll show it every once in a while. Now I'm just wanting like a thicker line here, like object line width. Did that change anything? I just want thicker borders so we can see a little easier. Grid divisions. Don't know what that means. Just make a dark mode for ourselves. Okay. Sweet. So we can use this to kind of map out our overall biome. So it's like, let's say our village is actually going to be in the middle of the map here. So let's just move it. let's say we want our village to be, or let's say maybe the village starts out here at the bottom. Kind of like Link's Awakening, right? So if we have the village down there, then we can just do some rough painting here for being like, actually, before I undo all that shit, we'll leave that for now. But what we will do is say like, we'll have like a placeholder for the desert. So like I think I want forest to be the first major biome, right? So like we can have forest just be off to the right here, or like in the general right outside. You have to get through the forest to get to any other biome maybe. So it's like, for right now, we'll just have grass as a forest placeholder. So we'll say like, okay, so here's the forest. Wow, this app is really cool that we can just draw that. So right now, our grass tile is kind of holding in for the forest. We'll have like a beach down here. And then desert is going to be off to the bottom here. And, you know, nothing is set in stone here. This is just kind of like, this is just like a proof of concept, so that once we build out the other tiles we know we need snow for the mountain biome, and we know we need lava and volcano stuff for the volcano biome. So we're kind of just like making little placeholders here so that we can, once we make our new sprites, can kind of come in here and start painting and start testing out how they look. So I'm gonna say that this red tile here is gonna be our lava biome. And then right now, we're just gonna have these blue tiles as our mountain biome. And then we still have, so we've got forest, desert, lava, mountain, yeah. So then I guess we could extend these a bit. And in reality, you know, there'd be some transitioning going on here. So it wouldn't be straight up mountain all of a sudden or lava all of a sudden, but there'd be some transition. But just so we have a kind of template where to start. Cool. Yeah, this app is super cool. It's going to be super helpful in developing this stuff. So now, you know, now, as long as we change where our player spawns, right now he's spawning in map 2-2, but we need to put him in 2-7. If we spawn him in 2-7, then he'll start down here at his village, whatever we call that. And then I do think we're going to need more than a 10x10 map. I might analyze the Link's Awakening map here for how many windows, how many screens of stuff there is. It actually doesn't look that big. It really isn't that big. It's just that all the dungeons are underground, right? So it's like, I do want this. We have like a corrupted biome, which is underground somewhere, and then we have dungeons that exist outside of the biomes, but they're kind of the underground dungeons. So we'll do that. So we do need some. This is a good start. Just so like let's see if we can just import this stuff. I'm gonna put. I'm just gonna put a field of flowers here just because I can. Okay, cool. So now that we've got this, let's export this as our global map. We'll overwrite, sure. And then in our game here, we're going to say that our game, we need to change where we spawn. So we'll go for, I think I saved it under player spawn. We can come search. Instead of 2.2, it was 2, did I say 2.7? We can check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2.7. Cool. So we should spawn now at grid 2.7. So let's see. And we should have all our updated map stuff. Okay, that wasn't quite right. Well, we are in 2.7, but we're in red. So 2.7. Oh, it should be. Did I get those switched around? 2.7 is 1.2.7. So it's actually 7.2. Yeah. Yeah, 7th row. Cool. So we're in the lava. We just spawned ourselves in the lava biome on accident. Okay, 7.2. Now we should be in the village. Sweet. We're here. And now we're at 7.2. Okay, so what's really cool is now we have those maps. So we should have the beach down here when we walk far enough down to the beach. Oh no. Map 19 attempted to get length of entities a nil value, so... What line was that? Did we crash up here? We can go up through the forest. Through the field of flowers. This is cool. And then we should go up to our original, yeah, test up there. And why did we crash? Like, those entities are here. Those guys are working. But we crashed when we went down towards the beach. Should have took better note of what line it was. Okay. All right, map 19. Attempt to get length of field entities. Map 19. Okay, so we must not be giving a specific entity table for all our maps. I believe we should be, so let's make sure we're doing that. We're saying that the entity count gets however many entities are in that map row. So in our map declarations, we should be saying, hey, every map should have, you know, a number of entities. There we go. So for map width and map height, we're getting an empty table of entities. Okay. So does our map width and map height correspond with how many maps we've got? I believe that would be in our constants. Map width and map height. Okay, yeah. This is wrong. So if we go, we didn't have this should be 10 instead of 8. Actually, map height. Okay. Yeah, this is. Where are we using this map height? Okay, so map height does need to be... Okay, we should do overworld map width for the entity insertion instead of map height. And map height was wrong. So we fixed map height, and then right here we should go overworld map here. Yeah. Okay, we shouldn't crash now. Going down to the beach. Let's see. Okay, 9-2, 10-2. Okay, cool. So okay, nice. So we don't crash anymore. We can add a little more interesting stuff. So like, instead of just these empty nothingness here, we can kind of build out and extend these roads just as like a starting place, so it doesn't look so boring. And then we could even, yeah, we can just leave, I don't know, just different stuff so it's just not so empty. Like, just randomly put some flowers in there on the way down to the beach. I kind of think the beach should have a little more lead up here. And this is just, you know, initial placeholder, but what's nice about our new method here is that we can rapidly draw this stuff and it automatically gets populated in our game, so it's super easy to do this. And then in the forest, for example, we can have like a pathway up to the forest. Excuse me. Sweet. Yeah, and then I'll just draw like a little, you know, I'll just draw lines up to the other biomes. So it's like we can always come up here. Just to kind of like, just as a proof of concept to be like, hey, look how easy it is to draw all these different maps and import them live into the game. It's just super cool. And then what's extra super cool is that all we got to do, if we put in stumps or whatever, our stumps are what we're calling collidable map objects. So anytime there's a stump, you can't walk through it. So we can kind of just scatter some stumps just to, you know, just for the fun of it. Same with these little. Yeah, I don't want to do this actually. Okay. Sweet. So we got yeah, cool. So, you know, grand scheme of things, we can just draw the map like this, and then, you know, we'll be working on some more pretty tile art so that instead of just being colors, it would be, you know, lava, volcano stuff, slightly more interesting stuff. So I just kind of want to make little examples to be like, if we're in the desert, you know, right now the desert is just all dirt, but I want to say like, hey, if you go up from here, you'll hit the lava biome, whatever. So just little stuff like that. Then we've got some driftwood for the desert. And some skull and bones for the desert. This is sweet. Cool. And maybe we'll put some skull and bones in the beach too. I don't know. Cool. So we can draw it, you know, that easily. We can draw a little map. And then all we gotta do is say export as global map. It's just a click of a button like that. I'm so glad we did that yesterday. Because now our whole map has got all that stuff. So it's like, oh, there's a forest branch up here. There's a mountain path up here. Cool. Look at that changing. Why is that wrong? Okay. This is huge. Yeah, our game is finally starting to feel like it's, you know, something. Okay. I don't get why this page over here, so like this one I'm talking about with the collidable map objects, we coded that based in the tile ID, so as long as we draw whatever sprite we don't want to collide in the same rows, then it'll be like that. Why is this the case? Huh. How come some of them work fine and some of them don't? So like that one doesn't mess up. But that one does. Let's see what about it going up to the lava land. What about it screws up there? Or to the ice mountain land. So this is where the border is, right here. But We're getting some weird behavior here. See, just like that. I mean, I kind of get why it's doing it. It's taking the last... Yeah. I kind of get why it's doing it. Just not really sure how to fix it. It is kind of a bummer that it's doing that. You can't tell if it's the same stuff. We don't want to be limited by that. If like we don't want to have the bottom of every screen be the same as the top of every screen same as the bottom of the screen above it. Yeah, look at that. That's jacked up. It's almost like while we're transitioning, we need to not render... Well, okay. You know what? Yeah, I think we kind of messed up thinking about this. I think... Yeah, this is wrong. We want to... Every scene is only 9 tall, but there's one beneath it. So it's actually 8 tiles tall and then 1 tile of HUD. So when we scroll down, yeah, okay. When we scroll down here, there is a tile beneath it here that we're overlapping completely. We're skipping over it completely, like it's not even playable. So we need to instead say that there's no tile even beneath it. There's just only 8 tiles. Yeah, they need to be 8 tiles instead of 9. Yeah. Now I don't know, like, because if we were to stop rendering the HUD, we would see the problem a little more clear. There we go. So look, we can see the stuff beneath it, but see that bottom row with the bottom edge of yellow is a totally unplayable area because we kind of skip over it. So instead of even assuming that there's anything there, it should only be a height of 8. Yeah, this is jacked up. We have to change some stuff. Got to change our data downloader we did yesterday. Yeah, because we're never rendering. Yeah, we don't want a whole space of unused junk there. So does that mean... Yeah, it's jacked up because it thinks the bottom... Yeah, that's why it's loading it there, because that is the bottom of this scene. But the real bottom of this scene should be the bottom of the 8th tile, not the 9th tile. So that's why it's looking wrong. Okay. So we need overall, 9 or 10 tiles by, 1,000 less tiles in the whole map. I'm trying to think of what ramifications we have if we... I mean, it's very close. Like, I think all we need to do is say, instead of rendering 9 tiles, we need to render 8. So let's see if we can figure that out. I'm going to minimize this thing. Okay, let's take a look at where we're rendering this in the scene. Right here. We're just rendering the current map right here. So let's take a look at our current map and see. Oh, and you know what? We did just change this. The map height is 8. Map height is 8. We did change that. But our when we draw it, it should just be 8 too. It shouldn't be 9. So we'll do that. We'll go to our constants and we'll say, okay, pass Paul, you had it right. The map height, and actually that's not even in constants. Map height is 8. Right here. Map height is 8. Now let's see if that changes anything here. Okay. Yeah, it does fix it. But we are missing. We are missing something. Why is our HUD rendering half the time here? I don't get where this HUD render is coming from. If we're not shifting. What? Really? Tempted to just leave it on and just pretend it's working perfectly. Let's take a look at our map here where this scene is, this map 8.3 and 7.3. And let's see if we notice anything about the map here. Yeah, so if we look at here, we've got a stump and then we've got 2. Yeah, we're missing the whole line here. Okay. So I think the issue here I think the issue is we need to only copy over 8 rows instead of 9 rows into our data table. Because look, we're cutting off this whole layer here. Yeah. And we're cutting that off for everything. Because if we look at this map has 5 posts. But right here there's only 4. And it's only 4. So we are losing that whole map. So we need to change our data downloader to only pull in 8 rows. So let's go take a look at how we do that. Should be easy because we coded it. Well, yeah, we'll take a look. So, map downloader from tiled. We actually need 1,000 less tiles. So we're only doing 800. And instead of when we've inserted 9, we're going to be when we insert 8. And we can do this one better. We can say that this is actually map height. And that this is map width. And okay. And then what we can do is change this 8,000 to be map width times height times, we can say map width times map height times overworld map height times overworld map width. That should be 8,000. Okay, let's see. Well, we are totally jacked. Yeah, we're totally jacked. But that's because we're rendering way too many tiles here now. So if we go into here, we need to remake this whole map. And it's all wrong. Yeah. So we need to make a new, let's do a save as master tile test. We'll call it overworld map 10 by 10, and then it's 10 by 8. And we'll say, you know what, this is 10 by 8. And then in our preferences, we say actually, I think that's right now. We just need to shift everything up by 1. So it's like every how would we do this? Yeah, we need to just get rid of this whole row, right? And scoot everything up. So it's like how do we move everything? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we just need to delete that 9th row. That wasn't important. Okay. We jacked this up. Yeah, we jacked this up. Yeah, we gotta do it one at a time. Looking right though. How do I... There we go. We kind of screwed up by starting to draw this before we tested it, but it's not a big deal. And now that it's fixed, it'll be a lot easier to going forward. But yeah, we need this whole thing gone. Oh crap, I mean, we should have tested this. Let's test this right now. Let's see. If we export it as global map. Yeah, that's looking right. Other than the stumps right in the way there. So yeah, part of the level design that's we have to keep in mind of. Let's make sure that this L only has 2 vertical posts here. I believe it's right. Yep. Cool. So yeah, we're not having that extra extra error here, but we do have too big of a map, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we need all of these need to be shrunken out. Like this is the bottom of our map. So we need to tell our map preferences, or how do we say? Resize map to be not 90 tiles high, 100 tiles wide, 80 tiles high. Okay. Sweet. Cool. Nice. This is looking right. I'm gonna just make sure that we don't have stuff like stumps. You know, part of the level design is that we've got to make sure that you aren't able to walk upwards into anything that will stop you, right? Or downwards into anything that'll stop you. So we want to keep that in mind as we design stuff. This is fun. This is meditative. Just drawing your own game is really cool. Not that it's very fun yet. Cool. Just gonna put little shapes of things inside it, just so that there's stuff. Sweet. This is huge. This is awesome. This is cool. Not that any of this matters, it's just I'm having fun painting. We will get rid of all of these, but just the fact that we've got a map now that we can traverse. It's pretty cool. I just don't want any one screen to have all the same pixels, you know? So I was just kind of making it a little more interesting to look at, but it's not very pretty. Okay, sweet. So let's export that as global map and then play it, because it's that easy. Cool. Sweet, man. It's looking right. I do want to put Tashio above the keylogger, but I don't know if that's possible. This is sweet. Now, there's like, you know, there's always been 100 levels to explore, but everything was dirt. Everything was this dirt. And now we've got little placeholders for different biomes. So that's pretty sweet. Cool. This is awesome. I was thinking today was going to be actually more drawing pixel art, but it was mainly just kind of getting a placeholder and test ready. I'm going to just build out this side going further. This is awesome. Nothing interesting in the desert yet, but kind of want to put just dirt on the edges to kind of signify that you're at the boundaries. Just as a note to me when we're playing. Cool. All right, let's export this. Global map. Play our game. Sweet. So we start out in map 7.2, which is towards the bottom left. We've only got a couple screens left to go before we run into that edge. But we've got our collidable map objects. We've got a flower field over here. We can't walk through our stumps. Sweet. There's still a walking glitch that we have to debug. It's going to be tough to find. Tough to recreate, rather. sweet. This is awesome. The game is starting to feel a lot bigger. Sweet. Yeah, the game's starting to feel a lot bigger. This is cool. Sweet. Okay, that's the edge of it. Cool. And then down here is the desert. Sweet. Yeah, 100 screens worth feels decently big. Especially if there's like stuff you have to kind of fight in the middle, but I do think it needs to be a bit bigger than 10 by 10. There will be dungeons and an underground yeah, I don't know. I feel like it should be bigger. Maybe I'll go 12-12 and then scoot the village so it's a little more in the center. And if we don't expand all the way to the edge, that's okay, but I'd like the ability to expand if we can. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do is just put some skull and bones in the bottom left to kind of signify that that's this bottom left corner. And then I think there was a whole blue screen of just all this. This was blue. Okay. Just don't want any one screen to be all the same thing. Sweet. Not that this looks good, but I'm just happy we don't have to do it the old way. I'll show you guys what the old way used to be. The old way was in our map declarations. And we would type out exactly which tiles go in there. And that was the readable version once we gave them proper names, because this is what it looks like when it's just the tile IDs. So yeah. Now, all we do is draw it, export it, and then boom, it's working. So I'm super happy with that. Okay. So the big thing we did today was fix that error of not even showing one of the bottom tiles on every single scene. We changed that by limiting our map width, map height to only 8 instead of 9, and then changing our global map to be of 8 high. Yeah. I'll commit here. And I'll say that we have like a placeholder biomes, basically. Sweet. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know who's hanging, but I appreciate chilling in the stream. Tomorrow will be actual pixel art. I was thinking today was going to be pixel art, but we just kind of figured out how to draw an overworld. Tomorrow will be a chill pixel art stream, so let's hope our stream doesn't crash tomorrow. And we'll have a fun day. It'll be chill, and then we can, once we make the pixel art, we can come in here and add the new sprites. So that should be fun. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow.